Coming up on today's video, I'm going to give you my biggest winners and losers following the Week 3 loss the Giants suffered to the San Francisco 49ers on Thursday Night Football. The Giants lost 30-12. Not a lot of bright spots, to be honest with you, but there was a player or two that I thought played really, really well. We'll touch on those, but let's start with players that I felt like left a lot to be desired. And the first player I want to talk about is Kayvon Thibodeaux. He is the biggest loser in this game, in my opinion. When you look at what he did in the ball game, it was a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, he had a tackle. Yeah, he had a sack. The sack wasn't him. He didn't create any pressure. It was Brock Purdy buying time in the pocket, trying to find someone downfield. It was the pressure caused by DJ Davidson that caused Purdy to step up, and then Thibodeaux finished the job. Kayvon Thibodeaux had a PFF grade of 28.6. That is the worst grade that PFF gave to any player on the Giants today. He also had a pass rush grade of 53.9 despite having a sack, and now his season-long pass rush grade is 51.5. That ranks 132nd amongst all edge rushers in the National Football League. Also had a run defense grade of 27.5. Look, the thing that made Kayvon Thibodeaux good last year were the pressures, were the stats that go beyond the box score. Where is the juice now? He doesn't create any pressure. He doesn't make any plays in the run game. He was non-existent last night. The worst grade of a defender that played last night for the New York Football Giants. And the effort was questionable. The effort from Kayvon Thibodeaux was questionable. What about the 1st and 10 play where the 49ers ran the ball off the right side to their backup running back Elijah Mitchell, and Kayvon Thibodeaux was one-on-one with the tight end, couldn't get off the block until the running back was already past the line of scrimmage, and then Kayvon Thibodeaux went and hugged him like it was a 6th grade freaking homecoming dance, and he couldn't tackle him. He got ran over by Elijah Mitchell. The effort from Kayvon Thibodeaux yesterday was a joke. And on top of that, Kayvon Thibodeaux called out Giants fans following the Week 2 comeback win against the San Francisco 49ers, against the Arizona Cardinals, So you call out the fans, and then you don't show up and play good the following week. This is what Thibodeaux said after the comeback win against Arizona last Sunday. Quote, "Even early in the game, our own fans are booing us and giving up on us. You start to realize that the only people that matter are the people in the room, and the people who are really here for us is us." Well, that's funny, Kayvon Thibodeaux, because the way your salary gets paid is because of the fans. The people that go to games, the people that watch on TV, the people that buy gear, the people that watch on Sunday Ticket, the people that buy Red Zone. So no, the only people that matter are not just you and your teammates. That is a joke. A player calling out fans for being fans. That's what Kayvon Thibodeaux did. He called out the fans because the fans were upset with the team that in the first 6 quarters of the season was down 60-0. You gave them every right to boo you, Kayvon Thibodeaux. And they should boo you louder because you put up a lousy performance against the San Francisco 49ers. Your effort was questionable, and you were graded as the worst player to take a snap on this defense yesterday. You're a top 5 pick. Everyone said you were a stud coming out of Oregon. PFF has you ranked as the 151st best edge rusher in the National Football League. There's 32 teams. 2 edge rushers start. You do the math. Is Kayvon Thibodeaux a bust? I think at this point we have to ask this question. Last week we asked it. I said no, he still needs more time. I still think he needs more time. Still a young cat, still developing, but he's going down a bad path right now. Is Kayvon Thibodeaux a bust? Type Y for yes, type N for no. I want to hear from you. Another loser from this ball game. It's Donovan Martindale and the New York Giants defense as a whole. I mean, look at what the Giants have done on defense. Week 1, they give up 40 points to the Dallas Cowboys. Week 2, they give up 28 points to the Arizona Cardinals, led by Josh Dobbs. And then week 3, on primetime, you give up 30 points. You have given up 70 points on primetime this year. You're giving up almost 34 points per game. And then Wink Martindale went back to his way of calling defense, getting after the quarterback, putting pressure on the quarterback. He pulled out the old reliable blitz, and then blitz some more, and it didn't work. Brock Purdy was blitzed on 84.6% of the time last night. He went 19 of 31 for 252 yards and 2 touchdowns. Martindale went back to the trick that always worked for him, mass blitz. It didn't work. Has the league passed Wink Martindale by? I think we have to ask that question at this point. Can a Don Wink Martindale-led defense with the scheme and the tactics and the identity that he wants to bring to the gridiron, can a defense that he is calling the plays and molding the team for still be successful in the National Football League? I don't feel all that confident in it right now. On top of that, this team is not disciplined, and they don't know how to tackle. They lack fundamentals. The Giants had 16 missed tackles on Thursday night against the San Francisco 49ers. 16 missed tackles in a football game is a joke. That is pee-wee football type shit. Think about this. Last year, the Giants were tied for the least missed tackles in the NFL with 49. They had 16 last night. 49 last year, 16 last night. That is a direct reflection of the defensive coordinator. On top of that, you can't stop a nosebleed. You can't get off the field on third downs. At one point, the San Francisco 49ers were 8 of 10 on third down conversions. Can't get off the field on third down. You can't tackle. You can't generate pressure with 4. And you can't get home and affect the other offense when you blitz 85% of the time. I think it's fair to say his seat is hot, and it's only going to get hotter. What is your confidence level in the Giants' defense to fix the problem? There's a lot of problems right now. They can't tackle. They can't cover. They can't blitz. I don't know. I'm not all that confident. We heard all offseason about how good the Giants' offense looked in camp. I'm starting to think the Giants' offense looked good in camp because they were playing the Giants' defense. Confidence level in the Giants' D to fix the problem. Scale it from 1 to 10, 1 being not confident, 10 being you are extremely confident. We got some more winners and losers to get to in a second, but if you want to be a winner and buy seats for the best price guaranteed to a sporting event, a play, a movie, or whatever, download the Game Time app. And when you download the Game Time app, use the promo code GIANTSCHAT, and you're going to get $20 off your first purchase. Giants Chat. You got to use that as the promo code. Get the best seats for the best price guaranteed. Sometimes buying tickets can be stressful. With Game Time, it's not at all. It's super easy. It's enjoyable. One, because you know you're getting the best price guaranteed. You can get it done extremely quickly. It only takes a couple of snaps. And my favorite feature about the app is you can see the view of the concert, the venue, the game, whatever it is, from the seat that you are willing to buy. So you know exactly what it's going to look like when you get to the event. I also love that prices drop as the events get closer. They guarantee you're going to get the lowest price. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use the promo code GIANTSCHAT, and you're going to get $20 off your first purchase. $20 off with promo code GIANTSCHAT. Download the app, create an account, and use that. Save yourself some money. Thank me later. The third loser from Thursday's game was this. The Giants offense. The Giants offense as a whole. Everybody on the Giants offense is a loser. Why? Because you can only score points consistently against the worst defenses in the National Football League. Did you look good against the Minnesota Vikings in the playoff game? You're damn right you did. But, Seeps, you're a Viking fan. I want to ask you this question.
Yeah.
What happened to that defensive coordinator the Vikings had last year when the Giants scored 31 points on him?
Yeah, he was fired after the season, and he currently doesn't have a job in the NFL.
Where did the Vikings defense rank last year?
Almost dead last in every statistical category.
So not a good defense.
Terrible.
Okay. Well, the Philadelphia Eagles, I think we all know, have a very good defense. Giants only scored 7 points against them. We also know the Cowboys have a really good defense. They goose-egged the Giants in 2023. The Arizona Cardinals, they are not a good defense, and they didn't even have their best player in Budda Baker. and then you just scored 12 points. What's the theme here? You can dominate two bad defenses, but when you play a team that doesn't suck, they make you look like shit. And that is what the Giants offense is right now. 150 total yards in a football game is an absolute joke. You threw for $120. That's embarrassing. You completed 22 passes for $120. And then you didn't even try to run the football. You had one really good run with Matt Breida on a 12-yard touchdown run, so you pretty much had 10 carries for 17 yards. Think about that. 10 carries for 17 yards. You turned the ball over yet again. That didn't really matter at the end of the game. But when you can't run the football and everything has to be a quick pass that goes for 5 yards, you're not going to pick up many third downs. And that means you're not going to have the ball very often. 21 minutes for the time of possession. Another reason this offense stinks right now, these guys up front. None of the offensive linemen were good last night. And the PFF grades, they show that. Nobody was graded out higher than 45. You had 3 people graded out less than 32. You had 4 people graded out at less than 34. It's a 1 to 100 scale. You know that this is awful right now. Also this, it's hard to play quarterback in the National Football League. I'll sympathize with DJ on this. Hardest position in sports is quarterback. And when you are constantly under pressure, it's tough. But when you have the number 1 pressure rate in the NFL of 47%, he's pressured on 47% of his dropbacks. It's almost impossible. Has he left some plays on the table? Yes. Has he been blind to seeing Jalen Hyatt down the field wide open? Yes. But he's not perfect. We know that. And it's hard to operate under these circumstances. Pressured on almost 50% of his dropbacks this season. This offense is broken. They have scored 6 points in the first half of the first 3 football games. The Giants are averaging 2 points per the first half this season. Let that sit in. Something needs to change. Whether it's Kafka giving up play calling duties, whether Dable takes him over for a second time, I don't know. Something has to change. If you average 2 points per game in the first half, bold claim right here, hot take, you're not going to win many football games. Who are you more worried about right now? Is it the offense or is it the defense? What side of the ball worries you the most? Type O for offense, type D for defense. Might be both for me. The only winner that I actually have from this football game is Micah McFadden, the second-year inside linebacker out of Indiana, mid-round draft pick in 2022. Struggled in week 1 and week 2. Had a whole lot of missed tackles. And he had 2 or 3 missed tackles again last night. But he flew around the football field last night. He played like his hair was on fire. He was in the backfield constantly causing havoc. 10 total tackles, 4 tackles for loss, and he had a great pass breakup carrying Christian McCaffrey up the left sideline and batting away a potential touchdown. PFF isn't going to award him for a pass breakup. I am. Because if he doesn't, that's a Christian McCaffrey touchdown on the head top of Micah McFadden. He played great. He needs to continue to play great. He showed the sideline-to-sideline speed. He needs to become a better wrap-up tackler, but I loved the way he flew around the football field yesterday. Probably the only bright spot we had. Kayvon Thibodeaux, the biggest loser of them all. Wink Martindale, I'm worried that he's not qualified to be a defensive coordinator in the modern NFL. The Giants' offense is the worst unit in the NFL right now, and the only winner, I would say, is Micah McFadden. I would also say DJ Davidson is slightly a winner, but he left the game with an elbow injury that I think could be a long-term injury, and that makes him not a winner in my point. But his play on the field before he got injured was winning type of stuff. He was great. He forced the pressure that ended up being a Kayvon Thibodeaux sack. He had a couple tackles for loss. He was in the backfield. I was impressed the way he played. Him and Jordan Riley, you got 2 young guys on the interior that could do some damage. I also thought Leonard Williams and Dexter Lawrence played great. Leonard Williams, I think, had 4 pressures. I think Dexter Lawrence had 4 pressures. They were the 2 highest graded players by Pro Football Focus for the Giants on defense. So I thought they played well, but they can't do it themselves. Let's go back to offense. I'm good on Paris Campbell. I'm good. I don't need to see it anymore. He's not good. He averaged half a yard when it comes to yard after catch yesterday. He had 5 catches for less than 30 yards. I'm good. I'm good on Paris Campbell. He doesn't stretch the field. He doesn't create separation in his routes, and I haven't seen him make one person miss yet. What happened to Xavier McKinney? What happened to when Xavier McKinney was a good football player? He used to be really good. He used to be someone that was a sure tackler. He used to come down in the box and hit people. What happened to him? I don't remember the last time number 29 made a good play. He's a free agent at the end of the year. I don't know if he'll be re-signed by the Giants. Oh, frustrating game. You know why it's frustrating? Because the Niners are a much better team, and they gave the Giants chance after chance to hang around in this game. Giants couldn't get it done. They beat themselves a lot. Season is not over, though. Season is not over. It's a must-win Monday night, though, against Seattle. Giants are better than Seattle. They should beat them. Give me a follow over on Twitter, and we'll see you later.